Hey, Mr. Hookah here, and I just hope that anyone who listens to this subscribes to my channel, whether they hate me or whatever. I don't give a fuck. Follow me on Reverb Nation, SoundCloud. Just look up Mr. Hookah and at Mr. Hookah Music on the Twitter. Hope you enjoy what the fuck I have to say. Hello. Just smoking a little bud, reflecting on the past. Thinking about right around the time I started to make music seriously. Probably late 2012, early 2013. Had this thing called the Dirty Dungeon Crew. I had my younger brother Hunter, my cousin Jake, and my friend Daniel. It was honestly probably the most fun I've personally ever had making music. Because we just, get stoned all the time and write random rhymes, try to be as offensive as possible, try to be as deep as possible. Some really cool songs came out of that era, like Missing the Point, 20 Years Alive, and some not so good songs that have never been released and will never see the light of day. That lasted about 6 months, I think. It kind of ended tumultuously, I think, because at the end of it, mushrooms had become a big part of our lives. And for some reason, we just couldn't fucking record on mushrooms. We did try multiple times, and I think Jake just fell out of love with the music, and Daniel went and did his own thing, and Hunter moved away. But I'm still at it. I'm still working, I've met some really cool people since then, but that time, those 6 months, were probably the most fun I've ever had making music. Yeah. Song I wrote earlier got me thinking about it. It was just so much fucking fun. Nobody wants to just get together and, not for any money, not looking for any specific success, and just fucking have fun and make music. Don't focus on the business side of it. Try for one day not to focus on the business side of it. I know lately I have been very much so. I've been focusing on the business side of it, but that's because I'm all alone now. I don't really have anyone to have fun with. I have fun by myself. It's very unfortunate that I don't have someone to do that with anymore. I wish I did. But, what the fuck am I going to do? What am I really going to do? That's just sometimes how life works. Things fall apart. Remember we made some some diss tracks to this other little faggy clique that were trying to rap about poppers and shit, and oh my god. Fuck, they were annoying. We made disses to them just for the fuck of it to try, and then we stopped because a friend of ours sold weed to them, and he didn't want any trouble to break out. Oh, those are some funny fucking memories. It was around that time too that I was dealing certain drugs, but maybe we shouldn't get into that. I don't know if I can still get arrested for things I say. Oh well. Yes, I'm just sitting here with a bowl, and hold on one sec. Yeah, I'm just sitting here with a bowl and reflecting. But I've learned in the past that sometimes reflecting isn't a very good thing to do. You reflect on a lot of the bad things, which is it can end up being very bad for you. There's a stoner's cough. But I overcame whatever the bad things I would reflect on because I went back, I finished school, I'm going to college, I'm going to make money. I'm still going to do my artistic things that I love to do. I'm still going to smoke weed, you know, hopefully get a nice chick and keep her. And, you know, I'm still going to cuddle with my dog and my cat. Nothing's really going to change except for the fact that I have a different outlook on life. My outlook these days are looking forward to the good and the bad. Because the bad in the past has shaped me to become the person I am today. And the bad in the future could help me even more. Who knows, in 10 years I could be a fucking saint. You know? A new Mother Teresa. Except I would fuck people. I don't think Mother Teresa fucked people. I'd fuck her though, why not? I'd still fuck her now. Where's she buried? Okay, I'll stop, I promise. It's 10:44 p.m. November 23rd, 2016. And November has always been kind of a dull month for me, though I released my first mixtape ever in November 2012. What a piece of shit that was. There's 2 good songs on it, but I don't know, I'm not gonna be promoting that around, you know. My second mixtape, I think, came out like 6 months later. It was called Subliminal Message. I think that was a really good one. I had a couple things after that, but I'm working on this mixtape now and hopefully release an album next year. An album of all original beats, original material. And, you know, that'll be pretty fucking cool. Hopefully I get on a tour maybe. Do some shows. You know, I performed, my first performance was in March 2014. I was asked by fellow artist Justin Credible if I would perform on this show. I did. It was alright. I was pretty nervous. I believe I fucked up one song where I did the same verse twice or something. But, you know, whatever. It's the first performance. The second performance was alright. I didn't really care for the people, certain people in the crowd. They were just like staring at me as if the things I was saying no one's ever said or done, you know. I remember there was one lyric, it was paid hookers $20 to suck my cock. The horror of the horror on the faces of the women in the crowd. No wonder I'm single. Oh my god. That was a long time ago though, folks. I haven't paid any money to any woman for any sexual favor since I was a kid, basically. And that was just experimentation. And I'm clean. I have no STDs. You know, my balls are fine. My dick's fine. Nothing itches. My beautifully trimmed. My pubes are like a work of art. It looks like they were sculpted by someone in the ancient Roman times. It looks beautiful. It looks like it looks like an elephant with an afro. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to get someone else on here because I could just ramble on forever about nonsense. I'd like to actually have a topic, an interview. I want to interview somebody, you know. I want to ask them the tough questions. Ask them, you know, everything, their influences, you know, fucking, you know, anything. See what I mean? I'm rambling, I'm stoned. It's a boring night. Leafs lost, so that sucks. Hold on 1 second again. Pretty soon I'll be doing a podcast with Tyler B. I talked about him in the last little preview I posted. That'll be pretty cool. Tyler's a really good guy. You get to know him. You get to know his music. You get to know that he has a podcast. Also, he's trying to start on YouTube called The Tyler B Effect. Go look it up. Subscribe to him. He deserves it. He works very hard. I would also like to address something quite, I don't know, I guess it's kind of close to my heart, and it's the Kanye West thing. I'm not a fan of Kanye. I'm not. Like, I like probably My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I like that album, and that's probably because there were so many features on it. I just don't like his voice. I don't like his flow. And honestly, like, his production styles vary year to year. Sometimes he can be very brilliant. Sometimes he can be very dull. But the mental illness thing, I have personally dealt with mental illness, both myself and with people around me. And that isn't really a laughing matter. I see memes being posted. You know, it's all right to laugh, I guess, because it's Kanye. But I guess that's not right. People are saying that, but I guess it isn't right. But it's almost like, yeah, we know. Like, it's not the big surprise Kanye West had to be admitted into like a mental illness facility because he's been going off and off about. Did I say going off and off? I meant going on and on about random things in interviews, you know, for the last 3-4 years, probably. I know it's been his whole career, but the last 3 or 4 years has been crazy. But probably right around the release of the Yeezus album and right around when he had his first child, he started calling himself Walt Disney and stuff, and I don't know. It's just, you know, don't call yourself someone else, you know. Be yourself. Be yourself, Kanye. That'll help you. Don't compare yourself to others. I don't know why I'm talking to you. You'll never hear this. And I may or may not have said disparaging things to you in a song before. I won't reveal the name of that song, True Believers. But yeah, I don't know. I think mental illness should be taken seriously, and you know, hopefully he gets better. You know, he has kids. You know, he has a wife with a big ass. Get better, Kanye. Why not? Oh, God. What a boring night. What, I'm 13 minutes into this? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going on. I'm going on and on about this shit. It's in my head right now. So, I don't know. I guess I'll wrap it up for now until I'm not going to do a really long podcast until I get a fucking interview going, because I don't want to, you know. I could do comedy bits, you know. I could impersonate Seth Rogen, but I'm not that good, you know. I could do a little bit of Neil Young, you know. Keep on rocking in the free world, but also not very good. I'm just a dude sitting in a very scummy apartment in South End, Oshawa, dreaming of big things. Speaking of my scummy apartment, there's this dude who does heroin in the stairwells, and every time someone tries to catch him, he escapes. And I've seen him a few times. I actually caught him with the needle in his arm. Or, a needle in his hand, ready to go into his arm. But he keeps escaping, and he's very shady looking. I don't know who keeps letting him in the building. Apparently, it's very easy to get in here. It's not the White House. It's a shitty building that no one really cares about. But I don't know. I will. Maybe I'll try to catch him myself. Maybe I'll be like Kraven the Hunter from the Spider-Man comics. For those of you who don't know, Kraven the Hunter was someone I think he was from Africa, he may or may not have been from Africa, but he was injected with this special thing that made him like the best hunter ever. He had the best senses, and he could track very easily and sneak up on people. Yeah, maybe I'll be Kraven. Maybe I'll drink some kind of potion and something will happen. With my luck, I drink some kind of a potion and I get like 5 hemorrhoids, or I don't know, grow a pussy on my face or something. My fucking luck. Anyways, I'm gonna check out now. Please subscribe and comment if you want. I don't care if you like me or hate me. I really don't. I'm just hanging out. All right, Mr. Hookah, and I'm out.